Today we are going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the Caretaker from Spirit Halloween's 2021 Halloween season. Now this specific one I bought last year at Spirit and I used it in my haunt, but this one was their actual store display. And I actually called the store ahead of time and asked if they had this specific one in stock because I thought this was the coolest looking one that they had that would fit my haunt. I know they had a lot of really good ones, but this one specifically fit my theme as I was doing a graveyard last year. So I called up, made sure they had it in stock, went up there and purchased the display. But he fully worked, everything was good to go, and I disassembled him, put him back in his original box. So we're going to go ahead, cut this tape open, and set him up. So he's going to go back out in the graveyard for this year. He was $209 last year, and he was a rather big animatronic, and he was really cool. He's got some really cool animation, and the way I put the lighting on him looked really awesome as well. But I'm just like blown away how much stuff they crammed inside this box, because the box really isn't big and there's a lot that goes on to this. So I really hope I remember how this thing went together, because I don't remember if there's directions in here or not. And when I purchased it, it was fully put together. I just took them apart at the waist. So this could be an interesting one. Oh, nope, I see directions down there. We have his tombstone that mounts on his back. We have his arms, we got his hands, we have the back hump, the cage that mounts on the back, and then the tombstone mounts onto that. We have the adapter up there, we got the shovel pieces, we have the hip hoop, we got all of the poles and the knees, we got his creepy face, we have the base. Then we have his costume and his main mechanism as well is in there. I'm probably going to take that off and redo all that. So we're going to start off with the base. So you're just going to slide poles A onto the base, which is B. Alright, so next is going to be part C, which is going to mount on his right leg. Then we have part D, it's going to mount on his left leg. Then you have the long knee pole. It's going to mount into the right leg. Then you have part F, which is the shorter one, mounts into part D. Next we have his main control box, main mechanism. That's going to slide down over top. Next is going to be his hip hoop. You're just going to want to fish this around the top. Now it does matter. There's one side that is bigger than the other side. That snaps down in place. Next we have his costume. This is a massive costume, but it is a cool one. Next we have part M, which is going to be his right arm. You just fish this up the sleeve. Find the holes down here. Same thing, part N. This is his left arm. It's going to be the same deal. Find the holes down here and slide it in carefully. Next we have his right hand. Just mounts just like that through the holes. Then over here on his left hand is part P. Next is this dude's creepy face. Now, me personally, I love how his face looks. And it actually held up in all the rain and weather last year, because I set him outside. He actually held up. So we're just going to take his head and slide this into the two holes up top. Then you just take the wires, slide those down through. Go behind and we'll connect them. Red to red, black to black. And then also while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and attach his sensor, which just velcros right here in the front. While I'm inside, of this thing, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Then we just stick the hood up, and it's got a piece of Velcro right on the forehead and same on the hood. And there we go. We got his face and his hood. Looks super creepy. And I did forget to put part J on, so we're going to go ahead and try to sneak this in through the back. I was supposed to do that before the costume goes on, so we're going to go ahead and just do that. It's not too hard to do, just slides in the back. So if you forget to do that as well, just open up the back of the costume, put the bottom end in first. Next we're going to attach the tombstone. Which the tombstone just mounts right on the back. It goes through 2 holes. Which is honestly kind of a pain in the ass. I think it gets worse over time because once these animatronics and stuff get used, stuff kind of tends to wear out. Alright, so next is this rope. We're just going to go ahead and make a cross here. Crisscross around him. And then you just bring it up around the back on both sides. And just tie it in a knot. It don't have to be anything pretty. So basically just wrap this rope around until you're happy with it. Just kind of cross it on him however you want to do it. Next is going to be the ends of the shovel. They connect into his hands. And you're going to slide this end in. You slide those through, and then the end of the shovel slides in and locks. Actually, looks like mine is broke, but that's okay. We'll make that work. Last is his adapter. Hopefully he still works. We'll go ahead and finish putting his shirt on, or his gown, or cloak, or whatever you want to call this. This guy's awesome. I love this guy. I thought he was really cool looking last year. I liked the way his stance was, and he was just a great fit for a graveyard.
There you are. I've been looking for you all night. I've come for you in regards to a serious matter. A very grave matter. There is no escape. No one will hear your cries for help. The earth will fill your lungs as you try to scream. Buried alive. Take a good look at my face. It will be the last thing you ever see. Right before I seal your coffin for your eternal slumber. Sweet dreams.
So the Caretaker is definitely a really cool animatronic. I know he was not a big seller last year, so they did not bring him back, and I'm actually really glad I picked him up. I thought he was really cool. I know a lot of people hated on him. I thought he was really good looking. Like, he's got a really creepy face. He's got some methed out looking teeth. He's got a really cool shape to him. It's different. It's just something different that we don't normally see. He doesn't have like much animation. It just moves up and down like with the shovel. Just the whole overall character of it was just a really cool design. But me personally, I love the guy. He worked out great in my graveyard last year. I thought he was really cool. So to each their own. I know, like I said, he was not a big seller, but I had to have him. He was the one animatronic that I saw last year, and I said, you know what, I'm doing a bigger graveyard. He's going to fit perfect. Like, he's got the old style Caretaker look to him with the tombstone on his back and the shovel here. And he's going to go great again this year with my new Home Depot Gravedigger, and then I have the crouching Gravedigger from Party City. I think he's awesome looking. I love his face. His face is really cool. It's super detailed. He just looks really aged. It looks really old, and he's got this old age tombstone. He's got 3 cool phrases, and he looked really awesome. Especially, I pointed a green light down below. If I can find a picture, I will go ahead and insert it, or if I can find a clip, I will try to insert that too. But I had a green light facing down at him, and just barely shined up, so it just illuminated him just enough, and he looked awesome. I think he's awesome. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the Caretaker from Spirit Halloween's 2021 season. If you enjoy Halloween prop unboxings, Halloween yard haunt setups, or just Halloween in general, make sure to click on the videos popping up on your screen. And as always, I will be uploading a brand new video every single night in the month of August at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to hit that bell for notifications to get notified every time there is a brand new upload. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching.